play. Okay, hopefully you stay there. Propped up on a pillow on my couch, so it's like the most professional setup I'm sure you've ever seen in your entire life. Because we are just going to be chilling on the couch today, which is one of my favorite things to do, especially after a long day at work. Like, I literally just want to sit on the couch and do nothing, you know, put on like some Netflix or Hulu, obviously, but it's kind of been one of those days where it's been one of those days. That's basically all I can say is just want to relax. But I also wanted to film a video today, just because I feel like talking, and I know I've been trying to make more videos, so this is kind of an attempt at it. So it's actually the last day of July, July 31st, and I'm not sure when this video is going up. Either I might speed edit this tonight or it'll go up tomorrow, but who knows, depending on my motivation levels. So it's the end of July, and I absolutely cannot believe that July is over with. Like, it's already halfway through the month, or halfway through the year already. That's insane. It seems like just yesterday it was like January and it was really cold, especially like back when I was in school still. Like, I would say kind of like July 4th was like the middle point of the summer, but now that July is over with, it's pretty much like back to school season is like in high gear because there's every store has their back to school stuff now. Basically it's just gonna be very, very quick, and then it's gonna be autumn already, which I'm very excited for. I do love autumn. It's one of my favorite seasons, and I really want to do some nice fall autumnal type videos and blog posts because, you know, it's very, very aesthetic. What was I even talking about? I get on these like side tangents and then I forget what I was actually talking about. What was I talking about? Oh yes, that July is almost over with, and I can't believe it. Or not, July is almost over with. It is going to be over with, like, by the time you see this video. And just mind-blowing. Like, time is going so quickly. And so to kind of commemorate the end of July and wrap it up a little bit, I just kind of wanted to talk about what happened, like all the things that happened. It's kind of like a nice wrap up to July 2018. So July started off with, I'm not sure if you read my blog post, but I actually fell down the stairs and severely sprained my ankle. And I was in crutches for a couple weeks, and I had to wear a boot, and it's still hurting to this day. I'm wearing like I'm not even sure what it's called, but it's like a kind of like a sock type thing that is tight so it compresses. I think it's like a compression sock, and so that seems to be helping, but my ankle still hurts, especially if I don't move it for a while. Like if I'm just sitting up on the couch and then I get down and then it really hurts. So that wasn't very fun, considering I also moved apartments, which I think I talked about in my last video. So I moved across the city, actually. I was on the north side of the Twin Cities, and now I'm on the southwest side of the cities. And if you don't know, I'm from Minnesota, so, you know, Minneapolis, St. Paul, it's right here, and I was normally up here, and now I live down here. So yeah, I moved, so hurting my leg pretty badly didn't help that situation at all. And the reason that I actually moved is because I got a new job, which I am very excited for. I need to stop saying I'm sorry. It's like a habit. I almost said it again. This is kind of my new job is kind of a position that I've been working towards, but it's a position that a lot of times when you see it posted online, you need at least 5 to 8 years of experience and to even like be considered for it. And I, obviously being kind of a relatively recent college graduate, I graduated in 2016, I did not have that experience. So it's kind of like a catch-22 that a lot of people find themselves in, where they can't apply for this job because they don't have experience, but they can't get experience unless they have a job. So it's like very, very difficult in this day and age to find kind of like a happy medium where you want to work and also a job that you don't hate. Because I mean, there's lots of jobs out there, but sometimes you don't want to do some of those. Sometimes you want to be picky. Sometimes you can't afford to be picky. So, but this is in one of those situations. I had a job previously to this, and it was a job that I think was fulfilling at the time, but I didn't see myself being there long term. I knew it was just going to be like a starting position, and that it was a good way to get experience before I, you know, moved on up or moved to a larger company or whatever. And so once this position posting went online, I immediately applied for it because I was like, oh, this is like super exciting. It's like an kind of like an entry level type one. They're looking for someone who learning and has these abilities and things like that. And after about 3 or 4 job interview rounds, which after that, like, I was like, if they don't give me this job, I'm gonna be mad, like, because it was kind of a very, I mean, it wasn't kind of, it was a very intense interview process. Phone interview, a panel interview, and then there was a job situational interview where they gave you a situation and there was questions that went along with it, and you had half an hour to read over and prepare, and then you had to present it in front of some higher up people in the company. So it was very nerve-wracking, and it's in downtown Minneapolis, so obviously like getting there and, you know, finding where you're supposed to go adds on top of all the nerves and things like that. So, but ultimately it worked out for the best because now I work there and I'm still in that new learning process, where I'm trying to figure out, you know, who's the friendly people, who can I like talk to about things, and kind of the company culture. And there's a lot about, you know, the benefits, the retirement, the Metro Transit, because obviously I'm not going to drive downtown. That would just be like silly and a waste of a lot of money because it's expensive to park downtown, and I don't want to drive either. So yeah, it's, you know, and on top of that, it's also learning the job a little bit more because I am newer to the field. And I'm working with some really, really nice, very intelligent people who are very experienced, and they've been nothing but helpful to me with any questions that I have. So I've been very fortunate with that I have a great group of people working in my department. And yeah, so I'm just really happy right now. Like, I feel like everything in my life is kind of going really well right now. Like, you know, I have my apartment that I'm making my own, and I'm kind of making it my home, you know, with all the little decorations, and I just feel like really cool. And because it's like the first time I've ever been away from home and on my own, and everything here is mine. So it's kind of, you know, liberating and exciting growing into an adult, but also kind of terrifying. I had to pay my first rent bill yesterday, which was kind of like, oh, money. But yeah, I have this apartment. I got a good job that I'm really excited for. And I'm excited to see what the future is, and you know, my love life as well. Me and my boyfriend just celebrated our, I think, 9-month anniversary, which feels like it's been a lot longer than that, but in a good way. Like, it feels like we've been together forever. Like, we're just so comfortable around each other, and yeah, so that's really good. And he's actually stayed here a couple of times because he lives about 4 hours northwest. So I'm not even sure what direction we're pointed in. I think he lives 4 hours that way. And so it's kind of difficult for us to, especially since we both work, you know, like a full-time job, to find time to see each other in person. But we do try and do that as much as possible, but also keeping in mind that we also have like lives outside of each other, like any normal couple does. And we also find time to like FaceTime. Occasionally we'll do that, probably about 4 or 5 times a week, just for an hour, just to kind of chat about our day before we go to bed. So it's really nice, and I'm very happy. And so yeah, that's good. And what else have I been doing this week or this month? Basically that. I've been trying to go to the gym a lot more. They have this complex has a gym there, which is really nice, so I don't have to pay a gym membership on top of that, so that definitely helps. And I've been trying to bake more. I bought a whole bunch of baking supplies, which I was very excited about. So maybe I will try and either film or do a blog post or something on some of my favorite recipes. Woo! The oven's preheated because I'm making dinner soon. So I've been doing that, and I've been watching Catfish, and that's a really good show. And what else have I been doing? That's kind of it. Like, it's just, I'm kind of developing a routine. Wake up, go to work, come back from work, relax for a little bit, go to the gym, dinner, go to bed. Like, it's kind of a nice routine. And I think I mentioned in my last video, I might have not, I can't remember, that I was really excited to kind of develop a routine, because I'm one of those people who like to know what they're doing in the day. My neck's starting to hurt from being at this angle. Anyways, that's pretty much all I've done today. This video is already quite long, but I just quickly wanted to show you a couple things that this is the Midnight Blue Citrus candle from Bath & Body Works. It smells delightful. It is juicy citrus, spring water, mango. Oh, and it smells so good. And I also really like this frosted, it's frosted blue glass with like this copper detailing. It kind of matches my nails, actually. Yay! So I really like that. It makes my apartment smell divine. And then another really nice thing that I like, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, this is the Mint Juleps lip scrub from Lush, and it's like mint chocolate. And so pretty much like every night I just take a little bit and then smush it on my lips. Makes your lips feel nice and soft. I'm gonna go put my food in the oven, and I'm going to see if I can edit this video real quick, because I do want it to go up, because I don't like it when people put kind of like monthly videos like 3 weeks into the next month. Like, it's kind of like, what's the point? So I'm gonna try and do that. And yeah, I'm gonna probably go to the gym after that and then probably watch Catfish in that order. So that is my night sorted, and I hope you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye. See you in August, actually. Yeah, see you in August.